everyone, and welcome to day 5 of the Sunflower Seams Cinnamon Sew Along. Today we will be completing steps 26 through 33. No matter if you're making the simple stocking or the animal stockings, all of today's video applies to you. Let's go ahead and let's get started on step 26, which is making our hanger. Take your hanger rectangle and fold it in half with the wrong sides of the fabric touching and press, creating a memory crease. Open up your rectangle and fold in one long raw edge to meet the memory crease that you created in the center and press. Do the same thing to the opposite long raw edge. Fold it in to meet the center crease and press. Now fold the hanger in half, meeting the two folded edges and closing the two raw edges in the center. Press well and then sew down the side that is open as well as the long side that is closed. Next, you will fold your hanger in half and baste along the two raw edges that you have aligned. Set your hanger off to the side. Next, take your stocking lining. This one is for the fox. However, this process and these steps apply to the simple and all the other animal versions. Lay your stocking lining on top of your stocking lining main with the right sides of the fabric touching. Starting at the top, sew around the edge of your stocking all the way around to the opposite side. Leave a 5-inch gap on the side of your stocking unsewn. Also leave the top of your stocking unsewn. Repeat those steps for the main stocking, omitting the 5-inch gap. So you're going to start at the top of the stocking and sew all the way around to the opposite side of the top of the stocking. You're going to trim your seam allowance by 1/2 and clip your curves on both your main and your lining. Turn your main right side out and baste your hanger piece at the top raw edge of your stocking, centering it to the side seam on the heel side. Now, open up your stocking lining and insert your stocking main into your lining. Line up the raw edges of the top of the lining with the raw edges of the top of the main. Place pins wherever you see the need. And be sure to be lining it up with the raw edge of the stocking, not the batting. Now sew along the top of the stocking. Remove 1/2 of the seam allowance around the top of your stocking and knot your corners where applicable. Now turn your stocking right side out by pulling the stocking main through that 5-inch gap that we left unsewn in the lining. If you created an animal with ears, now's the time to push those ears out. Also form and push out all the curves of your stocking. Now fold the gap in and closing the raw edges of the unsewn gap. Either do a ladder stitch or top stitch your unsewn gap closed. Now tuck in your lining into your stocking, forming or pushing out your curves just like we did for the main. You will want to press the top of your stocking well to get the lining not to be shown. Once you press, you will then want to top stitch along the top of your stocking. And you have just completed the cinnamon stocking sew along. I had a blast sewing with you all, and I cannot wait to see those final creations within the group. Remember, tomorrow is day 6, which is solely dedicated to catching up in case you missed any of the days. And honestly, this is such a quick sew that you can even start tomorrow if you are just now joining us. And day 7 will be whenever you post your model pictures or your flat lays of your cinnamon stocking. Thanks again.